Hello, I am Gamer Vince, and you are joining me here as I'm in the final push of this game. And you have no idea what I've been through or rather before the last video. So,
Capital ship shields are offline.
my capital ship shields are offline. I should probably better get back to the game. But, actually, I'm going to adjust the volume here just a little bit. Dialogue volume is just a little bit obnoxious. But yeah, I've been through a lot. The last video I posted at first didn't work, and I have been working on getting it up and working for like a long time now. So it's been an adventure, to say the least. It's been an adventure. I had some very, very strange problems. My last recording, the part 4 that I made, VLC didn't recognize it. I thought it had been completely corrupted and that just didn't work, and I was ready to give up. But I noticed that Windows Media Player, for some bizarre reason, could play it. And I got it up on YouTube, and at first it didn't seem to process properly, so I thought like, well, yeah, it's dead in the water. But then it eventually did. I just left it there for literally like half a day, and then it processed to a level that it was actually viewable. So bizarre. But here I am again to finish off this game. I honestly thought that it wouldn't come to that. I honestly thought I wouldn't get to finish this game. I thought this game was done, but no, we're going to get to finish it. Just to remind you of sort of what I am doing, I'm currently trying to finish off the Advent here, the purple player, before I turn my attention towards the Lee Sector Remnants, the dark green, or the greenish player. My end goal here, one thing that I want to accomplish, is eventually blow up this level 8 Titan, which... there goes this very nice starbase is about to blow up. But on the positive side, this planet has been taken over by the Lee Sector Remnants, and that means I can send another starbase in there in a moment. So that's probably what I'm going to be doing there. Though I'd like to destroy the Advent first, if at all possible. Why do you have... No, I don't care about that. Yes, so we're going to upgrade this starbase. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be sending this starbin in, the starbase Vakurul. It's kind of a cool name. Yeah, we're going to be sending that in here to hopefully finish off this Erratica Titan. My starbase actually kind of needs to die before then. Don't fire, don't fire. Cancel. Stop. Don't auto-fire, stop. Just don't do anything. Sometimes it can be a little bit difficult to get a cannon that is beginning its launch to stop. Yeah, we're fighting them here. The Advent don't have much of a chance. They can't really take on my starbase, especially not when there's a fleet supporting it. Not with this fleet anyway. Their Titan is really the only thing of any concern to me. The rest of their stuff is just going to get very easily eliminated. And I'm really hoping that this is going to be the last video, because I have pretty much won. I've got these 2 starbases here that are currently occupying 2 very valuable planets of the Lee Sector Remnants, and there's just not a whole lot they can do about it. And yeah, and the Advent are the only one who've got anything of any threat to me. Yeah, blow up that starbase. It's at 1%. I think it's pretty safe to shoot now. We're gonna follow this up. It may be able to eliminate, one fully upgraded starbase, but not 2. That second one will hopefully finish it off. And of course, you can only have 1 starbase per planet. That's why I'm not like teaming up with starbases up against them, because, well, I can't. Otherwise, I totally would. An armada of starbases sounds really, really cool, but also way overpowered. If I could have like 3 or 4 starbases in the same system, that would be way too brutal.
My strength
I would just,
is yours.
yeah, could not do that. So you are limited to one starbase per system, but it does mean I can do like this kind of conga line thing. I could have hit this planet sooner, actually. I could have sent my other starbase, I could have tried to save it, but no, it had to fight to the death. It had to be a fight to the death. Of course it didn't have to be a fight to the death. If you're playing this, you know, with any kind of skill, you probably would have been like, yeah, I'm going to shoot this planet now and get my starbase out of there. I totally forgot that I could actually do that, to be perfectly honest. But that's okay. I have so much money and so many resources that the loss of a single starbase isn't going to really impact me. I really hope... No, the Titan just jumped away. I was really hoping to catch that. But I was really hoping that this Titan would turn around and start attacking this this planet. But clearly they didn't want to have any part of that. That's unfortunate. I think that Titan's going to start healing. My guess is if the Titan is going to do anything, it's going to start heading towards this conflict over here. If it shows up here without full health, then it's in trouble. Because there's quite a sizable fleet here that is going to cause trouble for it. Yeah, I don't think the Titan would be able to handle this fleet. I think it is now large enough. We've sort of hit a critical mass of being able to take on just about anything. Or at least anything they could throw at us. Actually, I think this starbase here, I think I'm going to move it up. Yeah, once my cannon recharges, I'm going to move this starbase up here to sort of deny them their artifact. Because I don't think these guys are going to go on the offensive. I really don't think so. Something's been destroyed. Oh, an enemy's capital has been destroyed. I just heard one of my advisors go like, something's been destroyed, and he sounded kind of distressed. Yeah, we destroyed their capital, so I don't know why he should be concerned about anything, but you know, sometimes it's happened. Advisors can be very excitable at times. One thing we do kind of need to do is I need to actually work on, I'm pretty sure I left a Temple of Communion. Yeah, I see it there in the list. You can see in the list down there, Temple of Communion. They still have a culture building there that I kind of need to destroy so that they can't recolonize a lot of the stuff. And there's their Titan. So, you know what? I think I'm going to let their Titan come to me. They may just park their Titan here, which would be really unfortunate, in Ishtar. Because I don't think I'm going to just knock that planet over with culture. I don't think that's an option. But if the Titan comes at me, that would be, I would be okay with that. That Titan is not actually in the healthiest of shapes. It could use a little bit of health there. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to start. I'm going to build 3 of these migrators to turn into star bases here again, ready to send out at a moment's notice. Because yeah, of course, the one kind of bad thing about this strategy is, well, that your star bases have a tendency to get stuck. Now I can't shoot these planets, and so because I haven't bombarded the planet, because my enemies still own these planets, I can still shoot the planet with my Kostura cannon. So I could get my star bases out that way, but as I've mentioned before, I have so much money and so many resources that I can just build more. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, like, I've noticed when watching my videos that occasionally you hear them putting, yeah, there's a huge bounty on my head. Dang. I'd hunt down my guys for that much money. 40,000 credits? Yeah, so when the pirates are dead, there's still a point in putting a bounty on an enemy as sort of an incentive for everybody else to gang up on them, because you can collect this bounty by destroying my ships. There's a bounty on me. You destroy my ships, you collect bounty.
Don't waste my time.
I don't think it's that much. I don't think you earn like a huge amount of bounty per ship killed, but you do earn something. It's not negligible. I've just kind of noticed that this Titan, the Titan that jumped here, I haven't seen it. I really hope it's jumping here to Casita, but to be perfectly honest, I've destroyed everything there, so why would it? Maybe I can colonize. Can I colonize this? Nah, hostile culture is too strong. I thought maybe I could colonize this. Now if I could have culture radiating out from here, then that would be a good thing.
Just give the word.
Which, it's unfortunate that I can't colonize it, because now this starbase right here is actually stuck, because I can't shoot that planet.
Shall be done.
But you know what, that's okay. We know the Titan is there, so we're going to go attack it Iduna, and the Titan's going to have to come through here, unless it wants to take the long way around. So, maybe that'll give us a chance. There's no point in exploring that planet. This planet was a capital, which means it can't have an artifact. All capitals start off fully explored, no artifacts, so that it doesn't give you like a huge advantage, because capitals are really nice. Excuse me, artifacts are really nice. Yeah, capitals are nice too, but artifacts is what I meant to say. Alright, so we've got a couple of migrators going here. We're going to just get them slowly, sort of one by one, turning into star bases, and
Your plans? Time to go.
getting some star bases up and going that we can then send out and have obnoxiously sit on planets. Here we've got one going here, which of course, same kinds of upgrades. I think I'm going to start building some phase stabilizers so that I can follow them up very quickly with ships. Because of course, the thing that's holding me back now a little bit is the fact that I can't follow up some of my star bases with ships. Let's see, how's my cannon doing? Alright, my cannon's doing good. I'm gonna shoot it here or here. I think I'm gonna invade here. I think I'm gonna deny them resources. As nice as this an artifact is, it might actually be not one that doesn't help them a whole lot. Oh look, we found their capital again. I do not see a starbase here though, so they're in trouble. The starbase over there was the only thing at one of those previous planets, was really the only thing that was preventing me from just completely steamrolling it. So we're going to completely steamroll this planet. We're just going to attack it and eliminate it, and it's going to be great. Oh, look at that. There is there's their flagship.
Hostile fleet detected.
It just told me hostile fleets detected, so they're inbound to one of my planets, I believe. I would assume that that's what that means. Oh shoot, I just realized, depending on where the starbase is, it might not be able to jump to this planet in time. This time I'm on, you know, paying attention here, staying on top of things. Alright, I just hit there, so get there as quickly as possible. Ooh, hopefully it'll be able to make it to the edge of that gravity well and jump before... Oh, is that what we were worried about? This purge vessel? This singular purge vessel? Here, go eliminate that. I think my starbase, yeah, the flagship, it took some damage. I mean, it's not nothing. Oh, we just destroyed their capital. That was really fast. That was very fast. Alright, so we just destroyed another one of their capitals. They must be really upset about that I keep blowing up their capitals. I know I would be. It's just like, ah, dang it, we just reestablished that. Oh, there's their Titan. Okay, let's see in what kind of shape their Titan is. It is full health. It is full health, the stupid thing. Alright, we're gonna fight this thing. Whether it wants to fight or not. And we're going to just send everything we have at it. Because that thing needs to die sooner rather than later. It healed. Like I said, Titans just heal very, very fast. Alright, we don't actually want my starbase to take a whole lot of damage here, so we're going to retreat it back so that it can group up with the rest of my fleet. And once that Titan's gone, I feel like then, you know, it's until I win, I think it's premature to start celebrating, but I feel like once that Titan is gone, that'll be a big, big victory. I think it's going to go a long way to having finally won this game. Yeah, I think this should be a good fight, though. The space battles in Sins are just pretty dang good. They're pretty entertaining just to watch. Again, I'm playing this on sort of the lowest graphics settings because, one, my computer's not too good, and two, I'm recording this, and it's really the recording that's slowing down my computer. But yeah, we should hopefully be able to take it. This is my fleet at its most powerful. I can't have a second starbase here, so even though I have all these other starbases, they can't really get here. So now we're just going to unleash everything we can at it. I feel like you really do have to have a large amount of firepower to take on these starbases. Yeah, I just used some kind of ability, that little sound effect you heard. But yeah, you need a large amount of firepower just to take a Titan of this high level down because of how fast they heal. They will be able to just take damage and heal it all back if you leave them alone for too long. So even though actually its damage output I don't think is that high. I mean, if you compare like the 130, like if you look at its beam, can I select that? Yeah. If you look at its average beam damage of 136, that's really the highest it has. Compare that to my Starbase, where my average pulse gun damage is 232. I mean, I feel like that's not that close. That's almost, my Starbase does almost double the damage, but the Titan just heals so incredibly quickly that's what makes them problematic. All right. Apparently, one of my capital ship shields has lost. One of my capital ships has lost its shields. It's probably whatever this thing is focusing. Though those little blue things seem to be kind of like going randomly about. Yeah, I hope I'm not causing too much lag by looking at this fireworks display of a fight. So hopefully this will be just fine. Yeah, we're already starting to dent that Titan pretty good, and my Starbase is still at 100% health. So yeah, we should be able to do it here. I'm gonna be pretty happy when that happens. Did my Starbase? No, my Starbase didn't make it. Yeah, so I messed up here a little bit. Is that my Starbase didn't make the jump to get here, but it's not too big of a concern. It'll make the next jump. And I also noticed that I see that they occasionally come here and try to fight my Starbase. I really wish that Starbases could gain levels, because they're just feeding my Starbases here. Of course, that's not how Starbases work. They can't gain levels, so the fact that they keep sending waves after waves of their own men at my Starbase isn't helping me any. It's not hurting me. The Starbase, it's like, oh no, they've done 5% shield damage to it. That's not really a concern. They're not going to do a whole lot to it. Let's see. Oh, I want to see this Titan blow up. Yeah, we're actually going to get it. And it's going to fight to the last. One of my cap ships here has sustained heavy damage. Yeah, I think it's focusing one of them down. But you know what? That Titan is staying and fighting. I'm going to let my cap ship stay and fight as well. Go out in a blaze of glory, my friend. Actually, he's not going to die, which is good. We'll have no casualties after this. Do it the proper way. Yeah, down to 1,000. We've almost got it. Yeah, see, I promised at the end of the last video that I'd destroy this guy. And this is how you do it. Oh, there it's going to go. That's going to be a big explosion. Oh, it turned all white. What's going on with it? Wait, what? Invulnerable? What is this? What cheating is this? It must have some kind of ability, apparently, to just make itself invincible. Is it still shooting me? Yes, it is. So not only can I not shoot it, but it's still shooting me. Wow, is this like its final form or something? Yeah, it's healing quite a... It's not healing any hull, is it? No, it seems to be its shields have gone up. But yeah, I don't really know what's going on. I want my fleet to stay near it, because I'm assuming it's got to go out of this invincible mode in a moment. I mean, I really hope so. And as soon as it does, we're going to go take it out. I mean, it's probably something like 30 seconds. I'm not really sure what's going on here. I thought I knew this game pretty well, but I don't think I've ever seen this. This might be its ultimate ability. Titans, just like capital ships, get an ultimate ability at level 6, and it is a level 8 Titan. I very, very rarely see those Titan ultimate abilities. They're obviously very, very powerful. Presumably the most powerful abilities in the game, because it's the most powerful ship in the game and it is their ultimate ability. So it's presumably, incredibly incredibly powerful ability. And I think that's what's going on right now. That it's launched its ultimate ability to make itself invincible and vulnerable for a little while. Yeah, it's healing quite a bit here. Hopefully that's not going to last too long. I unfortunately can't just sit here. Wait, what happened? Oh, it blew up. There it is. Wow. See, I don't know what that was all about. It didn't actually destroy any of my ships. And we've suddenly, you know, conquered this planet, which that's a nice addition. So, yeah, okay. That was that little bit at the end there where it was like a ghost chasing me. That was a little bit scary there for a moment, but it might have been some kind of meltdown ability at the end of which it was going to blow up no matter what. So yeah, we're just going to start stacking media hubs on here,
Waste my time.
and we're gonna begin. Yeah, we're gonna begin preparing for launching an attack against their fully upgraded starbase. That's the plan anyway. Also, I do kind of want my starbase not to be stuck here. Yeah, so we're gonna build a phase stabilizer, and that's gonna make that. That's gonna get that starbase up and going again. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. I'm really surprised that the Advent haven't surrendered yet. They might have recaptured Ishtar. They almost certainly have recaptured Oberant. And, like, did I ever destroy Iduna? I'm not sure. But I feel like they should really surrender at this point. That's a thing that they should do.
My strength is yours.
Yeah, I think that even I'm going to keep this video sort of as short as possible because I feel like I've won at this point. Like I said, the Titan was the last challenge left. There isn't anything. There's no challenge left here. It's going to be purely about, you know, sending in the troops, signaling the end. I need my harbingers to go riding in, my riders of the apocalypse, heralding their doom. But I don't think they can do a whole lot, can they? Alright, so these guys are pretty heavily defended with these hangar defenses. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hammer defenses right there. And did I see anything else up there? That's just a missile platform. But yeah, they're pretty heavily defended. Oh, and they have a starbase. Now, it is not a fully upgraded starbase. It has about half the health of mine, but it deals comparable damage. It deals comparable damage, so I'm not sure if my starbase by itself is going to be able to take this. Which is unfortunate, because I sent it in here with no way back. That's the one downside of using starbases offensively, is that when they hit a planet and they begin attacking it, they usually have no way back. So we're just going to focus on dealing as much damage as we can to their planetary systems. We obviously can't bombard the planet. That would be my preferable course of action, just make them lose the planet. But now we're not going to do that, because we can't do that. So instead we're just going to deal lots and lots of damage to the rest of the planet. And my starbase is more upgraded than theirs. Like I said, it has almost twice the health. Their health is 13,000 and I've got almost 26 to start with. So I almost have twice the health. So I feel like our odds of winning this is going to depend entirely how much damage these fighters are going to do. So I'm going to send, like, because we can shoot at multiple targets at once, I'm going to hopefully start taking out some of these hangar defenses to prevent more damage from these strike craft. That's the plan anyway, but, you know, plans, best laid plans can go to waste. Anything can go awry. Alright, so I'm going to be waiting here again for another Kostura cannon shot, and this time I'm just sort of intending to occupy all their planets with these really powerful star bases, so that even if they don't lose the... Even if they don't lose the planet, they can't utilize it in any meaningful way, because I'll just destroy any of the structures on it. Okay, so I see my culture just going everywhere around here. I've got 5 media hubs on this planet, Lando, and 3 on the other side. I feel like this planet's gotta go down soon. So we're gonna go check in on Iduna, because this planet is just surrounded by my culture. I mean, kind of feel like it's gotta go down. And that's the planet, of course, that has the very powerful starbase on it, so we're gonna try to avoid that, I guess. I haven't checked in on my research in a long time because I've kind of ran out of things to research, which does happen. I could build a Titan, but again, why? Don't really, in this particular case, I'm not really too excited about a Titan because they take so long to build. I might as well research this. I think I have a Pharos planet. Might as well do Arctic occupation just in case, in case I need it. And, you know, wormhole stabilization. There's that wormhole that I will probably never use. But, you know, you never know. Yeah, sure, like me some more. That's fine. And most of these upgrades are totally useless. Shared network. Shared network, by the way, is a really cool ability. It allows your allies to utilize my phase gates. So if I had allies and I wanted to do like a coordinated attack, it also works with the Kostura cannon. So that could be incredibly devastating, doing it with your allies. But, yeah, I'm looking at this fight here, and you notice that my starbase is starting to take hull damage because they've gotten through my shields, but we have not gotten through the shields yet of their starbase. So they're definitely doing a lot more damage to me than I am doing to them. Hopefully, as I destroy these hangar bases, we'll remedy that imbalance a little bit. Let's see what we're fighting over here. There's quite heavy defenses again. Like, they seem to really like these hangar defenses, which means hangar defenses, of course, housing all these bombers that they currently have. Planet is ours for the taking? Oh, this planet? Did we do something here? I'm not really sure. That may be Galanthus. They may have just lost that due to my culture. I'm not sure. Wait, maybe we've got a report about it? Bakars is now level 8. Cool. Not what I wanted. Yeah, our culture has neutralized the enemy in Galanthus. Yep. That is exactly what I thought had happened, and that it did indeed happen. So that's good. That's a nice little thing there. That's another planet they don't have. This starbase is struggling now. It's struggling to get through the shields of the enemy starbase, and at the same time, it's not exactly making a lot of headway on these hangar defenses. It's just taking too much damage. So I think it might actually blow up. How are the Advent not defeated? This is another planet they have lost. Now I know they own this planet. I mean, they got to. We're just going to deal some damage to a lot of the stuff here, and then we'll see. Do they have any temples of communion? Those are the culture-producing ones again. No, I don't think they do. We're just going to sit there and just kind of mow stuff down. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to upgrade my fleet just a little bit more. Another 5 cap ships we'll be able to get. The 2 that we could currently get but don't have the fleet supply for, plus an extra 3. So we're going to get another 5 cap ships, because why not? Those are useful. Again, this fight not going really how I'd intended, but that's okay. We'll probably lose this starbase. They have a pretty good starbase too, and they have all these extra little defenses that are just chipping away at it. They also have just a ton of navigators. These are all these Jakara navigators you see, or those are Visari scout ships. They should probably scuttle those, but I don't think the computer does that. I think the computer just prefers to sit on them for a little bit. Oh well. Whatever floats your goat, man. Space 1. Is this fully upgraded? That is a fully upgraded star base. Alright, so I think we're gonna get that. We're gonna get this star base over here into the game, and we're gonna go try and take out their artifact. And I noticed this time I was smart about my upgrades, and I got a star base. Oh, let's make sure that you're at the edge of the gravity well. We don't want happening what happened last time, that they're too far in the gravity well to make it to the planet before the phase stabilizer disappeared. Don't want that happening again. But yeah, this time I was a little bit smarter because I gave this one the stabilized phase space ability, which basically turns them into a phase stabilizer node, allowing them, I can follow that up with a fleet. And I might even take this planet just for the artifact. I mean, I've left this planetary artifact just kind of alone. I'm kind of hoping that eventually my culture is just going to neutralize Ishtar without me having to do anything. And I've kind of got other goals right now. So maybe we'll just get eliminated. I'm actually not particularly good at this stage of the game. Primarily because I guess I put way more thought into winning. And I feel like at this point, or in getting to this point, I spend all of my effort and energy and thought into getting to this point in the game, where I just have so many resources and such vastly superior forces to my enemy that I can just roll over them. Like, this is what I spend all my time building towards. And then once I get here, it's like I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know the most efficient way to utilize these resources. That said, though, I don't think it is actually that important that we be efficient. I feel like with the way things are going right now, everything's going to go fine. Like, we might lose a star base or two, but that's not critical. Those star bases are, they're not cheap. They're like one of the most expensive things you can buy. But when you're sitting on 30,000 credits, I mean, everything's relatively cheap. All right, so this is upgrading very slowly. I really don't think there's anything worth buying after all this is said and done. I've upgraded everything here that I kind of want. I mean, I might as well do pinpoint bombardment. I don't think it's a particularly good upgrade. It just allows your ships to bombard a planet from further away, which, if you want to sneak attack a planet, if you want to like bombard a planet without getting range of certain things, if you want to bombard it from really far away for whatever reason, then that's useful. And it also allows you to bombard a planet maybe a little bit quicker, because you don't have to spend all that time getting close to it and all that time getting away from it again towards the end of the fight. So there is ways to use use it tactically, but I feel like 9 times out of 10 I don't even notice that I have the upgrade. So we're pretty much finished off this planet entirely. We've destroyed just everything. And my culture, you know what, we're gonna go conquer this planet for the sole reason that they can't colonize it again. Yeah, I think it's time. I should have been taking these planets to make sure that they can't be getting them. I'm pretty sure this is the only planet of any consequence at this point. I kind of want to get there sooner rather than later, because they might be rebuilding their Titan. Titans are very, very expensive. So when you lose your Titan, not to mention that Titans get to keep their levels when they die. So that is something you want to watch out for. If you think like, it took everything I had to destroy that level 6 Titan or what have you, I've spent absolutely everything, but at least the Titan's gone. Well, he might be back. The Titan might return with a vengeance. Titans get to keep their levels, but they are made more expensive the higher level they are. So that's kind of like the trade-off there. It's like, yeah, you can just buy your Titan back, but it costs beyond just a regular Titan. It costs way more. So a level 8 Titan will be incredibly expensive to build. But hard computers cheat, so maybe they can afford it.
It shall be done.
Things tend to be cheap when you cheat. They do have a Titan. There it is. That's a level 5 Titan.
Finished.
You know, the entire time I was like, I'm really disappointed in these guys. They're not really putting up much of a fight. And there's their Titan. That must have just been rebuilt. That took them a little while. You know, this is a closer fight between these star bases than I thought it would be. I'm at 8,000 health. It's at 5,000 health. So, you know, we're doing something to it. And yeah, what made all the difference in this fight is that once those hangar defenses started falling, we started catching up sort of in firepower, or rather we were destroying a lot of their firepower and knocking them down to our level. So that's good. This fight may actually yet be won, but we'll see how it goes. All right, we've also got now a bunch more capital ship crew. So we're gonna just start building up our capital ships. We're gonna have them sit here. I kind of want them away from, like, if I zoom out all the way, this all looks the same to me. But I'll probably be able to distinguish anything on there. My capital is kind of buried there in the various planets. Oh, what do we have here? Are they rebuilding their Titan? No, they're not. They're not rebuilding their Titan. And Obrent isn't their capital either. Again, that doesn't necessarily mean that their capital's elsewhere. It might just mean that they couldn't afford to relocate their capital. And they do have a starbase here. It's not a fully upgraded starbase though. They might upgrade it as we go along, but I'm not really too concerned. Essentially what we're going to do, the main reason why we're here is to destroy the Temple of Communion.
We shall rule again.
One of my Vasari guys just said, "We shall rule again." I like that they say that. Again, like I said, the reason why I named my guys the New Empire is because the Vasari had this old empire that they've lost and that they're hungry to reclaim. Alright, let's see if we can't. Let's see what's going on here. So they're retreating out of here, which is good. That means I don't have to fight them. They're not going to be able to reclaim this planet. This planet was knocked over by my culture, which I'm assuming means that it can't be conquered. So these guys, Advent, must literally only own this planet. How have they not surrendered? How have they not surrendered? It's awful. I honestly thought that they would have surrendered by now, but you know what? That's okay. That is okay. We'll force their surrender no matter what. We're going to destroy this Temple of the Communion. Maybe we'll destroy the Starbase too, just to drive home the point. Yeah, we're going to just destroy everything. This is our wrecking crew. We're going to just demolish everything that's here. And we're just going to give them a moment to do that. I should start sending... Alright, let's see how this fight is going. Wow, we have won. We've destroyed their firepower enough or quickly enough that now it's Starbase versus Starbase, and my Starbase is just better. It deals more damage, only slightly more damage, but it is still more damage, and my Starbase had way more health, which presumably means it has more armor. Does it say armor anywhere on here? Yeah, armor 33, armor 15. That actually probably made a big difference, those different kinds of armor level. So yeah, my Starbase actually won that one, which I'm kind of surprised, but hey, you know, it's a good thing. I'll take every victory. Like I said, you know, just destroying those hangar bases, that's what made the difference. Yeah, don't forget that your Starbase is at its most effective fighting multiple targets. When it can target multiple things, it fires more. It fires more warheads. It's not splitting its attacks. It can only shoot things on one side so many times. So yeah, that Starbase is going to blow up, and I kind of want to see that. I do enjoy the explosions that occasionally happen here. Also, by the way, I'm not a huge fan of the Vasari Starbase design. They think they look a little bit weird to me. Alright, that was a good explosion. Nice little fun explosion there. Yeah, but the Starbases look kind of weird with, you know, like that bit at the top and the eye. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan. And there's apparently a gap in the center, that's just kind of weird. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the design. I suppose it does look very weird and alien, which is, you know, kind of the point. The Visari are supposed to be like the weirdo aliens that are very different from the humans, and that's not only shown in how they look and how their ships are built, but also their technology. All the really weird, cool technologies the Visari have. That's kind of like they're the weird aliens. Yes, please destroy that Temple of the Communion. What is going on here? Do you guys see that too? That health bar that seems to be glitching out, going up and down and up and down. Are there two like Temple of Communions on top of each other or something? No? Yeah, I'm not really sure why that's happening, but it's gonna blow up momentarily anyway, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Yeah, we're just gonna let these guys hammer on. Yeah, and I'm not too worried about this particular starbase, because I feel like starbase can't do much to us. Cannot do much to us. What I may do now is I'm going to keep recording on the off chance that this is suddenly going to go a lot faster, but what I may start doing is I may cut to sort of the end of the game here, because I feel like there really isn't that much more to do. There's probably one more big fight coming up with the Visari star, with the Visari Titan. Oh, speaking of which, that's actually going on right now. Now, their Titan is only level 5. Level 5 is still a very, very respectable level for a Titan. That means it does not have its ultimate ability yet, but it does have a ton of health and a ton of, you know, armor and all kinds of things. My starbase is more powerful, I think, at this point. I think a level 8 one was just, you know, it was barely able to overpower my starbase, and I think a level 5 one just won't be able to do it. So I think I'll be able to destroy this. So you know what? I'm gonna stay tuned. I'm gonna keep you guys tuned for at least the destruction of this Titan, of this bad boy right here. Which I kind of like. I much prefer the Visari Loyalists Titan to the Visari Rebels. Like, the Visari Loyalists have this thing, which looks like a giant mantis, like manta ray. Not mantis, manta ray. Looks like a giant manta ray to me, which I think that's kind of a cool design. I like that. The Visari Loyalists one looks like, I'm not really sure how to describe it, but it looks like kind of like a spiked wheel with a pin stuck in it. I don't really know how to. It looks like a pinwheel in a lot of ways. So I just don't think the Visari Loyalist ones. I feel like the Visari Loyalist ones is just better, is a more interesting looking Titan. My starbase here is slowly healing. To be perfect, wait. That's because I told it to not have an engagement range. That's why this thing is sitting there so quietly, just kind of doing its thing. I have noticed that they sent a Jaran migrator here a little bit earlier, so I was wondering if they're going to rebuild their starbase. I kind of assumed that my starbase would just go and engage it and destroy it if that was the case, but it was set to engagement to not engage, so it was not going to do that.
My strength.
One thing you do want to be aware of is that Advent starbases, there's an upgrade to make them send out culture. So if you're having trouble getting rid of culture, you may want to check to see if there are any starbases around, because they can cause culture. That was really the only reason why I wanted to destroy that, so that to get rid of that last little bit of culture. Their Titan is still very much alive, but so is my starbase. Yeah, I think my starbase is going to win this one. It just doesn't have enough firepower to overcome my starbase's sort of innate healing and shield mitigation. Yeah, shield mitigation is 59%, while its shield mitigation is 66%. Okay, well, I just been one-upped. I thought I had the edge in that one, but nope. But that's okay. Let's see what we can't do with these Kortul Devastators. We're gonna set them to auto level up, and we're just gonna buy them a bunch of levels. And wherever I'm going to send my next starbase, wherever I'm going to send this starbase, they're gonna follow. Yeah, I want you guys ready to jump. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to send them again somewhere in their territory. Probably to this volcanic planet here, to Ra Shalom. This starbase has this planet pretty much under control. So that's good.
Time is fleeting.
Alright, I feel like we've pretty much taken care of everything on this planet we even remotely care about, which was mainly the culture kind of stuff. So now we're going to make them jump over here. Because we apparently need to knock out a culture structure or two on Ishtar for the planet to actually fall to my culture. This is one of the things I don't particularly like about culture, is that it pretty much devolves into a stalemate rather quickly. It's very difficult to overpower an enemy's culture when they have even a single culture producing structure. Like I have 8 culture producing structures and fully upgraded culture for the Visari in these nearby systems, and this planet still hasn't fallen. Yeah, the last one still says our culture has neutralized the enemy in Galanthus. Galanthus being down here. No message about Ishtar. So, yeah, we're just going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. We're going to have to like go in there, wreck up some stuff, and then hopefully the culture will provide the final push. But I feel like the Advent are done. I felt like the Advent were done for a long, long time. And I think this time I may actually be right. But what we're going to do now is we're going to start driving the nails into the coffin for these guys. Yeah, Ra Shalom is next on my list. And so we're going to be shooting our Kastura cannon again, hit the planet, have our guys jump in and start causing trouble. You know, I should really actually colonize this planet, and maybe just to keep it out of the hands of my enemies. Well, my culture did neutralize this planet, so I feel like I probably don't need to do that. Though they are sending a migrator. They are sending a Jarn migrator, which is of course their colony ship. Their colony and starbase producing ship. What is going on here? Alright, so here I found their fleet. But it's actually not that much of a fleet. Like it seems like it's a lot, but most of that is strike craft. Yeah, there's 26 strike craft here, which that's fine. I'm not really worried about that. If they want to stay and fight, that's good. That's more experience that I'll get. I'm pretty sure they don't have much of a chance. My guys are just higher level, more upgraded, and their cap ships are just much more powerful than your average scrub ship. And they have, I think, 2 capital ships here, and I'm just going to focus fire the capital ships. I'm going to destroy their capital ships as quickly as possible. These things are also battleships, which I think battleships... I want to say that battleships tend to be the one that normally have more health and more damage and are more straight up just offensive. But those ships, just from how they're designed and what they kind of look like, I think those might actually be more like what do you call them? Like utility ships. I think their battleships are utility ships, so they have a lot of very powerful abilities. Yeah, they're on the retreat now because they just lost one of their battleships. And I think they're about to lose the other one. I don't think it's going to get away. Yep, there it goes. So that's another 2 cap ships they lost, and they're all retreating to the only planet they have left. And we're going to follow them, and we're going to finish them off, and it's going to be all kinds of awful for them. Oh, shoot. I shot this planet, right? Yes, I did. I need the starbase to jump. It's actually more important that the starbase jumps than anything else, because the starbase cannot get there any other way. These ships could eventually get there through all kinds of means. The starbase could not. The starbase has got to make it during the Kastura cannon fire. Hopefully it will make it. Hopefully I didn't screw that up again. I routinely screw that up, especially in the late game when I'm not paying super amount of attention to this. I did indeed screw that up. It says that hyperspace because there's already a starbase in that gravity well. No, there isn't. There's not a starbase in that gravity well. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. But that's okay. That's not really a big deal. I'm just going to have these guys go here and wait. They're going to go there and wait. Alright, let's see what we got here. Yeah, this is their final stand. Yeah, it's got 22% allegiance. That's not going to last. Alright, we're just going to go destroy the planet. You can't stop me. I'm just going to bombard their planet, and as soon as we do, they're done. That is the last planet they have. This is the end of the Advent. You have given me no end of grief, but this is the end. We will make way for the Vasari Empire, the new empire. Yeah, we're just going to bombard this planet, and this should go relatively quickly. Because I have a lot of capital ships. Another reason why I really like capital ships compared to just regular ships is because they can do everything. They can bombard planets. Regular ships can't do that unless they're specific planetary bombardment ships. Wow, that actually went even quicker than I expected. I expected that to take a minute, and that took like 30 seconds. Alright, and they're eliminated. They're out. They're done.
Enemy forces have arrived.
That feels good. You know what? That feels pretty good. Yeah. That's the shattered screen I was talking about. Looks like she was shot right in the eye.
Has joined the battle.
Goodbye, Zon Precept. You will not be missed. That was they gave you know what they gave me a tough fight. They gave me a good fight. They gave me a lot of trouble at the beginning, and they really maybe kicking me while I was down at the beginning. They made good villains for this story here, and now I just gotta clean up the Lee sector remnants. And to be perfectly honest, I'm kind of in charge of most of their planets anyway. This planet, Coronis, that's pretty destroyed. It's a bunch of gravity mines, but I don't really care about that. My ship will be able, my starbase will be able to soak that if it needs to. Yeah, we're just gonna get out of here, and I'm gonna send those guys. Yeah, I'm gonna hit the Rastralome again with yet another Castora cannon. That is the plan. Just abuse that cannon for all it's worth. And yeah, you know what I really should do? Build another Castora cannon. I'll be able to follow up. I'll be able to do much quicker punches. That's actually a pretty smart idea. I don't think I have much... Nope, no tactical slots available there. How about... I built it here because I'm not really using tactical slots there. How about here? Yeah, this one should be able to handle it. We're going to just upgrade tactical slots all the way. And yep, we're going to build another cannon. And that cannon will be our backup cannon. I'm probably going to forget to take it off auto fire before it fires at least once. I'll probably hear something that says like, a super weapon has or energy is rippled phase space, is I think what the Vasari say, or something along those lines. Oh, we also kind of unceremoniously destroyed a Titan over here. I didn't even bother watching it blow up, which, my bad. I should have come back here and checked on it when it was kind of low health, but no. Yeah, their Titan didn't have much of a chance against. Yeah, and it really goes to show what a difference just a couple of levels makes. I mean, that was a level 5 Titan that we blew up just without any problems, and a level 8 Titan blew up my fully upgraded starbase. So in those 3 levels, I think it's level 6 that probably makes the biggest difference. That's sort of a milestone. That once you hit level 6, your Titan is going to be the most powerful thing around.
Don't waste my time.
I don't know why you guys are flying all over the place here. Oh, it's because they're trying to kill the trade drones. But you know what? That's okay. They're hunters. They must destroy and hunt. Do we need another starbase? Yeah, why not? I like starbases. Starbases are good. Starbases are always good. You can never have enough starbases. They can just be upgraded. It's just a place to really just sink a ton of money into. Yeah, how did this fight over here go? Well, pretty much destroyed. You know what? I'm gonna turn this into a phase stabilizer node right now, and we're gonna begin sweeping. my fleet here is just going to bombard planet after planet after planet, and after it bombards these 3 planets, the Lee Sector remnants should start considering surrender. I say that the Advent did not surrender at any point. They fought until the bitter end, the very, very bitter end, until they were eliminated. Apparently, surrender was not in their vocabulary. But again, the Vasari have been my Vasari brethren over here have been, you know, disappointing me pretty much since the beginning. So, you know, maybe they'll just surrender right away.
Jump sequence.
Maybe that's just the kind of people they are. Okay, so this time I'm gonna make the jump. You're gonna be like all the way there forward there. And let's see, is this cannon finished yet? See, I've got my cannon selected here, but it's still building. So I can't take it off auto fire, and I find that really annoying. I wish you could take it off auto fire before it finished building. Because seriously, who wants their super world destroying, super expensive cannon to be on auto fire? That is not a thing you want. You don't want it shooting sort of randomly at planets. I mean, gosh, wait, did my cannon already fire? No, it didn't. Wait, the cannon did not yet fire. Wait, should have fired. Did you fire? Where is it? Where's the warhead? Oh, there it is. It was just in front of the red star, so I didn't quite see it. And it was also, like, I see these trade shuttles going around here, and I may have mistaken it for one of those. Alright, now go there. Oops, wrong one. Go there. Go, my starbase. Go. We're going to let the starbase get there first, because these guys can kind of just get there at their own leisure. At their own leisure.
Don't waste my time.
Yeah, alright. Bombard that planet sort of as quickly as possible. I think they actually upgraded the planet's health, because that planet has 2,500, and I think your normal asteroid has 1,000. Yeah. So they've upgraded the planet's health. It's not going to help them any. But, you know. That's the thing they did. Yeah, these guys are having a really hard time. They keep trying to attack my star bases, and that's where all the resources are going. They're basically rebuilding their fleet, feeding it to my star base, then rebuilding their fleet and feeding it to my star base. It's a vicious cycle. A vicious cycle of destruction. And the star bases are just too powerful. They can't, you know, they can't do much about it. Let's see, is there anything here of any concern? There's once again a very upgraded starbase here. It's not as upgraded as the last starbase we blew up. It deals slightly less damage, and it's got quite a bit less health. It has, I think, 3,000 less health. So, yeah. But we're going to use the same tactic. We're going to use the same tactic to destroy it. Alright, we just took that planet from them, so we're just going to... We're going to go on a planet hopping tour. I'm going to still upgrade the civilian infrastructure, primarily just because, well, it's a thing to do. You know, why not? And, oh, this planet has an artifact on it. Yeah, I'm definitely going to exploit. Now, forget the civilian infrastructure. Explore the planet. Like, now. I want that artifact. I'm just really curious to see what artifact they've had since pretty much the beginning of the game. What kind of advantage? I mean, the artifact pretty much, no matter what it is... Where the heck do I have an artifact? Did I already find it? Yeah, I must have already found it. I guess... Does it say that? Your sensors indetect known, unknown... Wait, where's the other? Where... I have an artifact, and I don't know where it is. I have the phase accelerator. It's got to be this one, right? If that's the artifact they've had since the beginning, well, that's not that great. No, I just found an artifact. They've had jump field generators, which is phase jump antimatter cost is reduced. Okay, that's actually a really, really crappy artifact, so not really. Okay, since they've had that since the beginning, I see why that didn't necessarily help them a whole lot. So that's fine. I'm not really miffed about them having it. Why do I have another artifact, though? See, there's an unknown artifact here. I don't own this planet. I left there. And I really don't know where I have this other artifact from. I mean, am I blind? It's like nowhere around here. Can I actually find out which planet this is on? Can I like right click on it? No? No? I can't. Sorry, not that one. It's not even the one I mean. It's this one. Where did I get this phase accelerator from? And this one is a somewhat useful upgrade. It's not my favorite. My favorite one is like, I think it's the one up here and the one down here. I'm not exactly sure. But there's one that does like, you do an extra 10% damage and one that has an extra 15% hull integrity. Stuff like that. Like straight up damage kind of upgrades. Or defensive upgrades. Those are the ones I really want. Oh, they're rebuilding their Titan. We're not gonna let them. We're not gonna let them. So yeah, this is what a Titan foundry looks like when it is building a Titan. You can see that the Titan is sort of see-through. You can see the stars poking through it. So the Titan isn't built yet, and it's gonna take a while to build. And I mean, it looks pretty dang cool. With, you know, that Titan foundry with the glowing sparks, and there's that triangle there with electricity, and oh, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Now the Titan doesn't really seem to be part. I wish like the Titan was maybe a little bit further back, so it looks like it was inside of this thing as opposed to next to it. But you know, it's still pretty dang cool. Still a cool effect. And Sins of a Solar Empire, I know that I play the game. Oops, I've gotten myself disoriented. I know I play the game in pretty much zoomed out at this level. Like I select chips by clicking here, and or rather, you know, here. That's how I select chips, and I select star bases by doing this. Occasionally I zoom into sort of this level to get like a little bit of a view, but I never zoom in as far as you sort of can. Like I never really look at this strike craft, you know, shooting their things. And trust me, I mean, this is the game on the absolute lowest video settings. It looks gorgeous on the higher settings. It's really cool. So, you know, when you're playing this game yourself, you know, really take some time and start looking at the planets. And looking at the ships and the planets and the asteroids and all the little things. They've done a good job. The animations are crisp, and you know, it's just a nice looking game. All right, I should actually probably be continuing to go on the offensive here. I see them like launching lots of things from down here, so I'm assuming that maybe where their capital now is. Actually, no, this is still their capital. Yeah, they don't relocate their capital. Even if you know, blow up their, even if you blow up everything on their capital, it will continue to be their capital until it is destroyed.
Fighter wing standing by.
All right, so we've got a second Kostura cannon, which is cool. That's a good thing. We have an Orkala starbase here, so we're going to start moving some of my starbases into range of things. And hopefully soon we'll have like star bases in every single one of their planets, just totally causing havoc. They're about to lose this capital, and I know this video is probably running a little bit longer, but I don't think it's worth to do another video at this point. Yeah, I think at this point, I mean, the solar system is just a bunch of red lines, you know, a bunch of red lines and red planets. I think at this point, there's really not much they can do. I don't think they're gonna pull anything here because they're about to lose their Titan foundry. Oh, they lost their starbase too. Their Titan foundry is about to blow up. Yeah, this planet's just pretty much done. Are these bombarded? Oh, good job. See, I thought they were destroying the Titan foundry, which is like, yeah, I see how you might think that's important, but that's not going to build for a long time. Titans take forever to build. And I don't think the computer cheats in that way. I don't think they jump in production. They don't get a jump in production speed. That was a big explosion. It's quite a nice explosion. The explosions, of course, look nicer in higher graphic settings. I mean, everything looks nicer in higher graphic settings. But, yeah, that was not bad. That was not bad. It was a satisfying explosion. It's nice to see your enemies kind of explode into a million particles. Did my cannon hit yet? Yeah, probably did. Probably did. I have acquired a planet. Hooray! Another planet for me. Alright, let's see if you can make it to Garumna. Garumna. Yep, there's an N there. It's Grumna. I thought it was two M's for a second. Garumna. And they do have sometimes quite nice names. Coronis. It's like planet Corona. It's ice cold. Beer. Ra Shalom. That's not bad. Galanthus. That's kind of a cool name. Landau. Kind of reminds me of Lando Calrissian. Yeah. Diomedes. You've got plenty of Greek names. Calm. But a little bit Russian. I have a feeling like the TEC, a lot of them have... I'm not sure if I'm imagining this, or maybe I'm thinking of StarCraft, but I feel like Russians? Like there's a couple of like Russians and Eastern European accents that I'm detecting in the TEC works, which I'm not sure if StarCraft started that, but I feel like, oh, I acquired their capital. That's what I acquired. That's kind of neat. That's kind of neat. Yeah, we're going to send you guys to there to go take that planet. Actually, no. Go find out what's in Palisana. But yeah, Russians. You will occasionally find them in science fiction. You will find that, you know, Russians do make an appearance. Oh my god, military victory! Yes. Alright, so I played it all the way through to the end. Until the very bitter end. And I told you guys that the enemies do surrender. That is a thing they do. I was doubting myself after the Advent. Hung on to that last planet until the very last moment. But no, the Vasari player, as always, has sort of disappointed me in their resolve. But yeah, we've done it. That was a good game. There were some struggles at the beginning there. So let's have a look just quickly here just to end the game with, just to see like what we saw. Yeah, that was a full 5-hour game. Yeah, pretty much just right at the 5-hour mark we won. So, you know, it's been a long way. We've come a long way. But yeah, credit income rate I think the income rates of resources is a good indicator of how well you're doing. So here we see at the beginning, yeah, I feel like the Advent we're always doing. They are the big guys at the beginning. Like you see them here sort of peeking out, and this is when they're giving me trouble. I was always sort of like number one in metal, but I feel like Crystal. Yeah, Crystal at the beginning. Yeah, at the beginning, the Advent were just better than us in a lot of ways. You know, they had higher Crystal income. They had higher credit income at the beginning. Like, I was really trying really hard to stay ahead, and they still beat me after a little bit because I struggled so much. Max capital ship slots, you see that purple went up first. Then, you know, we kind of equaled out here at the hour-long mark, and then I was really start laying into it. And so that's when I sort of had the capital ship superiority. Not by much, mind you. They had 4 while I had 6, and of course they had a much bigger fleet. I mean, fleet-wise, even at the end, I wasn't competing with that. I guess that's used ship slots? Yeah, max ship slots, excuse me. That's max ship slots. Used ship slots, that's much more problematic. Oh, and capital ship slots, I should actually not be looking at max capital ship slots. I should be looking at capital ships. Ah, so even though they had, yeah, when I destroyed their capital ships, it took them a while to recover. You can see them kind of struggling, that whenever they lose one, they rebuild it. They never really go up. And at the end there, they were just really struggling. Of course, Titans, I wasn't competing in at all. Yeah, you can see that the computer cheated here quite a bit. It jumped from level 1 at 245, at exactly 245, up to, within a matter of 45 minutes, it jumped to level 8 with very few stops in between. And I just don't think enough happened in this time frame to really warrant that increase in level. But let's look at the combat statistics. Like Starbases destroyed, that's me. Squads destroyed, yeah, that's me. But it was them. It was purple for a while. They destroyed a lot of squads. Strikecraft destroyed. Yeah, we destroyed a whole bunch at the end there. I feel like they must have been destroying each other's, or they were probably destroying my Strikecraft, because my Strikecraft, I had Strikecraft, but because there wasn't many of them, they were kind of easy to destroy. There's all kinds of other things. Pirates destroy. That's a damage done. This is something, yeah, you can kind of see that the Advent player and I were doing the most of the fighting. Most of that damage is done to each other. See, here, where the difference comes is pretty much where I started sticking it to both of them. Damage done to hull. Yeah, that's me. Primarily probably because of those phase missiles. Once those phase missiles got really upgraded, the damage done to the hull just got a lot more. Damage done to planets. Yeah, we're pretty close there, and then towards the 2-hour mark, which took off. Planets. Yeah, I'm actually going to be kind of curious. Planets owned. Yeah, here we can see that right here when I started losing, when I lost my 7th planet, and I went down to 6 for a little bit, and they went up to like 9 and 7. This is when the game was at its toughest. Here it started to equal out, and then I was sort of on a winning streak. And here's where they began. Just it was a downward spiral for these guys, and these guys were just stagnating. They just stagnated and couldn't get anywhere. They could not get past 8. So yeah, I think this represents pretty well of what we saw happen. So if you made it this far in my videos, I thank you for watching. I really enjoy playing Sins of a Solar Empire, and like I said, if I'm going to be playing it, I might as well be putting it on YouTube. Why not? And I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that it's been, you know, at least a little bit helpful as well, and entertaining, of course. So this was a long video series, but I think it paid off. I had a lot of fun. I always have a lot of fun playing Sins of a Solar Empire, and I hope you guys enjoyed it too. And I hope you guys stick around for some of my other videos. So thanks for watching.